Andarki Namaskaram, Swagatam. Welcome you all for today's 14th session of ATL training program. Here with us, Mr. Prathamesh. Welcome you, sir, for today's program. Also, we are having Bhagyasri Garu of CRT Andhra Pradesh. Mr. Prathamesh is a mechatronics engineer and also TIC coordinator working in Vigyan Ashram. Is an experienced resource person, and all of you are already aware of him. Today's topic is a very interesting one, which is a very key topic, and also very useful topic for all the students of Adult Tinkering Lab and aspirants. So, identifying a problem and selecting appropriate problem for project. This is the major and very important first step for adult tinkering projects. No, so this is the today's topic, and now I request Prathamesh to go ahead and give details of on the today's project. Thank you.
Yes, sure, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll just start my screen sharing. Okay, namaskar to everyone. Today it is 14th session of ATL Way to Innovation Nirman program, Learning Through Tinkering. Today's our session is about identifying a problem around us and selecting appropriate project. Okay. ATL lab, we have lots of students, but they struggle to find a project. Okay, that is what question we are getting from lots of school. They are not finding any particular new project. They are getting older and older project again and again. So how to find a new project and how to work on that, how to identify problem and work on that unique problem so that your project will be unique. Okay, that about that we are going to discuss today. Okay, I thank Government of Andhra Pradesh, Samagra Shiksha, Department of School Education, SCRT, UNICEF, and Vigyan Ashram for giving me this opportunity. Okay, let's start with our today's session. First of all, very good news for all of us that date to submit entries for ATL Marathon 2021 is extended. Okay, the dates are extended till 10th of April 2022. You can submit your entries for ATL Marathon up to 10th of April. Okay, so we have one more month to work on and to submit the project. Okay. If you have any issue with your project, or you want to do some project and you are having some technical you need some technical assistance, you can always reach us on the given numbers. Rajiv and Vipuls are working over on the Andhra Pradesh as a ATL program managers. Okay, you can make sure that you will contact them and they will solve your queries. Okay, you can write us on atlandhra@gmail.com, so we can arrange some live session online, special online session for you. Okay, if you have some particular difficulty in some project. Okay, so let's move forward with our session. So let's say ATL is not just set of tools. Okay, it is set of tools, but it is not just set of tools that are appearing physically. Okay, it is a way of thinking. Okay, based on design thinking. So we have started to learn about design thinking and what is the design thinking philosophy of learning. Okay, so design thinking is the most important tool which actually available to everyone. Okay, if any student who is living somewhere far away from technology and everything, then also design thinking is the tool which he can learn, okay, by himself, and does not bound you with any available tools. Okay, design thinking is the tool that does not bound you, that you require this machine to work on design thinking. It is not like that. It is very easily available, but very difficult to adapt in our life cycle. Okay, that's why we are going to discuss on this thing too. Okay, but today firstly let's see what are the tools available at ATL other than the thought process of design thinking. What are the tools available? Today we are going to see about mechanical tools. In previous session we talk about microcontrollers, which are the microcontroller available at our lab. Okay, today we are going to see mechanical tools. Okay, I request you all to go to Driksha AP channel and watch fourth session of design thinking, name which is named as Introduction to Design Thinking and its connection with ATL Marathon. So you'll get a more depth understanding of this session. Okay, uh, let's move to our tools, which tools we are having in our lab. We'll see them first and then we'll move to our session again. Okay, you just have to go to ATL Innovation Missions AIM website. Okay, then you have to go AIM initiative. Here you can find ATL Tinkering Lab. Okay, you can just click over this tab. Okay, here you find multiple tabs. Okay, here you have to select ATL curriculum. We can take English or Hindi version. Let's take English version of this. And here ATL introduction, multiple tabs are there, which specific gives information about specific things like computational thinking, physical computing, space module, and these different things. But today we are going to see about teacher training module. Okay, what is inside the teacher training module? Here we have ATL teacher training module. We'll open this thing. What we'll see that here every step a teacher and a student need to know while working in ATL lab, that we are having this amount of this tools we are having. Okay, that's why we are going to see tools today, and specifically mechanical tools. Okay, so tools, what are the tools available at ATL lab, and what are actually tools? An item or equipment used for specific purpose. Okay, a tool can be physical objects such as mechanical tool, including saws and hammers, or a technical object. Okay, such as web authoring tool. Okay, or a software program. Okay, creativity is also a tool. Okay, which allows child's mind's growth. Okay, so similarly, design thinking is also a tool. Functions of the tools. One can classify tools according to their basic functions. What are these functions of the tools? Like cutting and edge tools, such as knife, sickle, hatchet, and axe. Okay, different tools are there. We'll see one by one. Okay, you just have to click on this mechanical tools tab. You can find different mechanical tools. They are available at your ATL lab. Okay, which are those cutting tools? There are 4 cutting tools which which are available at our lab. These tools are compact, lightweight, and like name they indicates that they are used to cut parts like wood, metal, plastic, or paper. Okay, cutting tools include scissors, knife, saw, blades. Okay, grabbing or clamping tools. These clamping tools used to clamp the two surfaces, or which we need to fix something. Okay, we can use a C clamp, pliers, bench vise, tweezers. This is a holding clamp, which is actually we can call it as a C clamp, or G clamp is also there. Okay, it is shaped like C. That's why we are calling it as a C clamp. Okay, this is used to hold two objects together. Okay, pliers. These are the pliers. The different types of pliers are used for different purposes. Okay, we can see their purpose according to the need, which we need to go in some small area, then we'll use a nose plier. When we have to tight some nut or something else, okay, then we can use a normal plier like this. Bench vices. This is a bench vise which is actually used to clamp some heavy object. Okay, and tweezer. Tweezer is a small device which is used for threads. Okay, to clamp the threads, to fix the threads in some object. Okay, then we have hammers and mallets. Okay, what hammers and mallets are used for? They are used for uh, they are also known as a finishing tools. Okay, different hammers have different purposes. We have ballpoint hammer used for rounding off the edges. Nail hammer used to nail an object or remove the nails. Okay, tack hammer. The flat side of the tack hammer is magnetized and it helps in holding small nails in the place. Okay, and a mallet used for driving chisels. These are mallet is a hammer which is having a rubber surface on its heavy end. Okay, screwdrivers and fasteners. These screwdrivers we are using for different purposes, for tightening the screw, loosening a screw. Okay, handle you. It is very basic tool which is actually available everywhere. Every workshop will have this screwdrivers and fasteners. Spanners is also a fastening device. Means you can uh, loosen or tighten the screw by using this spanners. Okay, there are measurement tools. You can click on measurement tools. You can see vernier caliper. It is a very important measurement tool when you have to work on some small parts but accurately. Okay, then there we are having vernier caliper. How it is working, we'll see it in our upcoming sessions. Multimeter is a tool which measures actually electrical potential or electrical current. Okay, this device we are also going to see in our upcoming sessions. Digital oscilloscope. This is a digital oscilloscope which is used to measure the frequency, different signals, analog or digital signals. Okay, this is also available at your lab. There are recommended specification which actually this oscilloscope works on. Okay, here you can find what YouTube video to see the details of how oscilloscopes work. Okay, and measuring tape. Okay, it is a very basic tool which is actually used to measure the object. Basically, a bigger object which cannot be measured by vernier caliper. Okay, then we are having some power tools. Power drill. Okay, this drill is used to screw tight or lose the screw from some surface. Okay, hot glue gun. This gun is used to place the hot glue, which is actually used as an adhesive to stick some object each other. Hot air gun. This gun throws hot air. Okay, we require hot air for some applications. Okay, we'll see this application in our upcoming sessions. Okay, then we have a soldering iron. We have soldering tools. Which are they? This a soldering iron. This is a directly soldering iron which is having a heater and a soldering a tip. Okay. This thing also you have seen. Some of you might have used this soldering iron to soldering station. Soldering station is a somewhat similar to soldering iron, but it is having more control. You can control the temperature of the soldering iron, and you will have a various things like the foam at its place to clean your soldering iron like this. Okay, soldering metal. This is a soldering metal which is used to which is made up of lead and tin, and which is used to connect some make some electrical connections. Soldering paste. This is the soldering paste which is used to apply over the surface where we are going to solder the objects. Okay. General purpose PCB boards. These are general purpose PCB boards which are used to make a to check a connection, make our board, but we cannot implement our breadboard on the field. Okay, and if you don't know about PCB designing or creating a PCB, then the general purpose PCB board is a very good. Okay, and there they have given some offline activities. Refer, you can you just need to click over this tab, and there are different activities like this is 20 minutes activity, resources, all the mechanical tools, labels, tools. Okay, and what are the activity they have given you. Okay, if any school want to conduct this activity, they just need to go to the site aim.gov.in, and there they can find this activity. I will share the link to this site, okay, in our group. Let's move to our main topic today. Okay, this is just introduction about these tools we are having in our lab. But the main tool is a design thinking, the thinking process, thought process. We'll talk about this again. Okay, I'll just give me a second. Okay, so we have 4 areas to work with for ATL marathon. Let's understand one by one. ATL marathon, to participate in ATL marathon, AIM has given us 4 areas to work on. Which are these 4 areas? We'll see one by one. Or if you want to see these areas on the AIM site, you can just go to this site, innovate.mygov.in /ATL Marathon 2021. Okay, you'll find these 4 areas. We are going to discuss about these 4 areas in details. Okay, today we are going to discuss in details about these 4 areas. Okay, first area, first theme, education. Education is having two themes actually. Education theme is having two subparts. Okay, first subpart is there. They have given. What is this first subpart? Innovate to create solution to make educational and learning inclusive and resilient for all children. Means there are some children who are not able to reach to a school, or they have no access to some devices, or they have no access to internet, mobile, laptops, or TVs. For those that in the region of extreme weather, they live in the region where they are facing extreme weather conditions. Those with no access to school, they have don't no access to school. So how can we work for them? How can we work for them and create a solution, design a solution for them? Okay, there are different solutions we can build over for this problem. Let's discuss one or two of them. Project can be built for this. Okay, making educational kits. Okay, we can make some educational kits, like we have made or second actually have made a trebuchet. Okay, where we explain potential energy and kind. Okay, you can develop such kind of kits for the student. You can write a note for them. This is useful for understanding these types of science. Okay, making educational kits which are self-explanatory, which explain basic science concept. You can explain about languages. You can explain about mathematics or history. Anything you have to build some project. Anyway, you have to build some project which explain some science or some educational thing, like language or mathematics or history. This is a challenge for you given by AIM. Okay, you have to work on this channel, so you can find a different projects with this challenge. Okay, making availability of some technologies like local Wi-Fi. Did you heard about NAS? It is a network attached storage, so you don't need to connect to directly Wi-Fi or internet directly, global internet. You can create your own Wi-Fi hotspot, where you have a one storage device which is connected to that hotspot, and that will having lots of data. You are actually stored whatever the needs of the peoples. According to that, you have stored this data in that storage device, and you have connected this storage device with the local Wi-Fi. So now they are not dependent on global Wi-Fi. Global Wi-Fi is very hard to reach by them. Okay, but they can easily reach to this local Wi-Fi because it can be available very easily. Okay. Which will have no or very less impact of extreme weather condition. If you find some technology, if you have some technology that will having less impact of weather conditions to transmit the signals, then it might be a project for them. You might have seen local Wi-Fi in some travel buses. In some travel buses, they are providing a Wi-Fi. You can see, watch a movies, or some listen to some songs over there. But you are not connected to global Wi-Fi. You cannot open social media site. You cannot operate your WhatsApp there. You can just operate over the data provided on this local Wi-Fi. So similarly, you can work on a NAS, network assisted storage, to work on this challenge. Okay, we'll see second theme, which is also educational theme. Second theme is innovate to integrate soft skills. Personality building, personality building, confidence, technical skills, digital and 21st century skills. Okay, and a mindset of innovation in the curriculum for student colleges to ensure students have the skill set to become successful entrepreneur. So what they mean that if some students are lacking in soft skills, like they are lacking in some personality building points. Okay, which are those points? Like public speaking. They some students feel shy when they have to speak with multiple people. Okay, they will not have appropriate body language while working with some persons, or while speaking with someone else. And then openness to experience. They don't have openness to experience. They don't want to do some new thing. Okay, the issue. Agreeableness means a person's ability to put others' need over over their own. Okay, these are the personality building points which we have to work on. Can you develop some solution over these problems? Okay, I will suggest some project. I will try to give you some hint about how the project can be done on this area. Okay, first of all, to improve learning new language like English, to improve new language like English or some new language you want to learn, then what you can do, you can work on develop an app which translates words from your native language and pronounce a word in English or vice versa. Means if you want to learn some language like English language, you can develop a app. Okay, app building procedure is given in the ATL website, or we can also help you to build an app. Okay, this app, the app which can translate the words which are in your native language. You can speak your word in your native language like Telugu. You can speak some word, and the device will listen to that word and translate it into user friendly or English word. Okay, that's why you will understand this word can be useful for this thing. Okay, and long term project with this system can be, you can develop a sentence. You can send a sentence to the this device. You can speak with this device in your language, and device will translate the all the sentence for you. Okay, Google is also doing the same thing. You can use the Google to translate the thing, but for this you will need internet connection. Can you build it without going to Google? Okay, that is the thing we need to check. Okay, to a suits which detect a body posture or detecting right body language. Means if some student is shying, he is not sitting well in the class, then you can develop a suit which can actually detects a body posture, how the student have been seated there and how long he was seated there, and you can detect the you can detect right body language. What body language should he be sitting, or he will be while talking, how his body language will be. You may use flex sensor for this operations application. Okay, you have flex sensor in your lab, you can use this flex sensor, you can implement in your suit, and you can read the data of the body language of your student. You can work on to reduce fear of doing new things. Okay, doing new thing is a fear for lots of students. Okay, it should you should continuously giving challenges to the students and promoting their activities around the schools so that they will get inspiration. Okay, example, making a system or application that allows students to display their project. If some one student have done some good things, then you need to display it on your with your schools. Okay, in the front of your schools, in front of some platform which is having connectivity with different schools. Okay, then this making some this promotion of the student will give them more confident. Okay, so you can work, or student can work on the system which actually connects the student or display their projects. Okay, like some projector and Raspberry Pi connected together, and they are promoting their project, they are displaying their project to each and every student of their schools. That might be useful for the student. Okay, then second theme is energy and transportation. What we have to do in this energy and transportation theme, we have to innovate a system that could improve rider or drivers, motorcycles, cars, trucks, and other vehicles, peoples and animals on the road safety and prevent road accident. So safety for the road accidents or safety for animals, peoples, and all the vehicles. That is the main cause of this challenge. Okay, following might be the causes of accident, but not limited to. So less vision in fog, that might be a reason of accident. Drinking and driving, that might be a reason of accident. Defective defect in electrical system in vehicles. If your vehicle have some defective electrical system, some bike two wheelers or four wheelers not working their horns, okay, or not working their headlights. That might be a reason of an accident. Okay, then driving while not having enough sleep. Okay, driving for a lot of time continuously. That might be a problem. Okay, project can be built to solve this issue. Which project we can build? We can build to improve vision near in vision. For you may use sensor which will not affected by fog. Okay, is there any sensor in your available in your lab which is not affected by fog? Okay, because camera is affected by fog, our eyes are affected by fog. That's why we cannot see an object which is actually there, but we cannot see because of fog. Is there some sensor which is not affected by fog? Can we utilize this sensor to detect a nearby vehicle or nearby object in our car or in our bike? Okay, then you can it can be a project for you for this ATL marathon. You may add some systems which another one, you may add some system which will integrate part of your vehicle which does not allow driver to drive when a driver is drunk. If driver is drunk, then some system, some part of your integrated part of your bike will not get started. Okay, means if primarily if you are wanting to wear the helmet, then after wearing helmet, some sensor will be there which will detect the alcohol is there or not, and it will not let bike to start, or it will let the bike to start. Okay, in the car also you can implement these types of sensor. Okay, then third project, system which checks every electrical system of the vehicle. Okay, if you have some bike or you have some car, then you can develop a system which actually checks every electrical system in your car or in your bike and give you signal if something is not right. If your horn is not sounding, if your horn is not working, then it will give you error. Okay, and it will tell you your horn is not working. Take bike or your car first to the workshop, okay, to work on this problem. Like this, you can work on designing some system which tracks how much time driver is driving. Okay, and giving a warning to driver that he needs to be rest. Okay, some drivers drive for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, long route drivers. Okay, but that is one of the cause of the accidents. Okay, then can you develop some system which keeps tracks of the driver if he is sitting for too much time on the seat and he is not having proper rest? Okay, can you detect that he is going to feel asleep now by detecting his eye movements? Okay, that can be a machine learning or image processing project you can build in your ATL. Okay, or you can detect that he is already tired and still wants to drive. He might be already traveled by doing some work, but then he comes to his car and again he wants to drive. Okay, but then can you detect that he's already not very well, he's already tired? Can you detect that if any sensor or any camera, by using any camera, can you do some image processing by using his face, detecting his face? Can you detect that he is tired now or not? That can be a project for ATL marathon. Okay, energy and transportation. Second theme for energy and transportation, innovative solution that reduce carbon footprint as well as adopt climate resilient and low carbon strategies to enable the transition to truly sustainable India. What is the carbon footprint? But carbon footprint, it means a carbon footprint is a total amount of greenhouse gases. Okay, total amount of greenhouse gases. Which greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide and methane. Okay, these that are generated by our actions. When we burn some oil and gas, when we drive the bike or our four-wheeler, we burn oil and gas. Okay, that's why carbon footprint is there. We are generating more carbon. Then deforestation, we are cutting the trees. Okay, that is the main issue of increasing carbon footprint, because trees can actually absorb the carbon dioxide. Okay, and deforestation is the main cause of increasing the carbon footprint. And waste, very much bigger portion of the waste is a plastic waste. While integrating, this plastic emits very not so good gases like these gases like carbon dioxide and methane gases. Okay, and they goes into environment. That's why waste is another major cause of the greenhouse effect. Okay, and increasing the carbon footprint. How can we reduce the carbon footprint? Project can be built. What project can be built? We can reduce usage of fossil fuels and using cleaner energies produced from hydroelectric power plant, wind energy, solar energy. Okay, can you build some project with these energies? Can you build a mobile charger which uses this kind of energy, which uses a solar energy, which uses a wind energy, or which uses a hydroelectric power energy? Okay, which might be easily available in some areas of your uh, nearby to you. You have some river or you will have some small canal, then you can implement hydroelectric thing over the place. Okay, but the two things, wind energy and solar energy, can be implemented most of the parts of the India. Okay, then a second project, which is building such a device which can actually implementable on the field. Okay, you can build this project for your lab purpose, but can you build a project for your home, for your school, that your school will be enlightened, your school will be light, getting electricity by using a solar panel? Okay, can you implement a solar panel in your school and use one, you can make a one classroom to work on this solar panel? That may be a good project. Okay. This kind of project actually AIM tries to get from the students. Okay, system which can detect the deforestation. Okay, you may use a drone. You have a drone in your arsenal, in your ATL lab. Okay, you can use a drone with integrated camera to survey in your area. You can implement a camera on your drone and survey an area. And finding illegal deforestation. Can you find illegal deforestation? Okay, and bigger picture of this project, that you might integrate with Raspberry Pi and play with some image processing. And now you don't need to sit on at this place and see who is actually doing deforestation. Drone actually itself detect that deforestation is going on over this area, and it can directly send the mail or send message to the nearest police station with the location of deforestation. Okay, this can be a good project for you. Okay, let's see another next project. We have theme health and nutrition. Okay, innovative solutions, basically solving a problem faced by patients suffering from most common diseases in India. Okay, which are the most common diseases in India? There might be more than these five, but I'm mentioning these five diseases over here: diabetes, anemia, tuberculosis, malaria, typhoid. Okay, if you want to work on these diseases, means to reduce the chances of people that they should get this disease, less these diseases, what you need to do, you need to find actually problem, why diabetes is happened, why anemia is happened, why tuberculosis is happened, what are the main causes behind these things. Okay, then you have to work on this area. There might be some project you can do, like promoting healthy lifestyle. Okay, for promoting healthy lifestyle, what you can do, you can make an application, okay, which reminds you to work out, drink water, and take proper rest. Okay, there are some application already available for your mobile on the Google Play Store. Okay, but can you develop the same application? That you need to think. uh, Making a water bottle which will monitor the amount of water you have consumed multiple times. When your teachers are seated in your class, they forget that they need to drink water, or students also, they forget that they need to drink the water. Sometimes they just cancel. They need to drink water, but they see that they have some homework or they have some work doing going over there, and that's why they eliminate that drinking the water. Can you build a bottle which actually uh, making can you build a water which actually monitor the amount of water you have consumed and remind you that this is a time to drink the water? Can you build some kind of this water bottle? That can be a good project for your ATL marathon. System to detect food adulteration. Okay, there are very less systems to detect the food adulteration, quality of the water. Okay, can you build a TDS meter? TDS meter is available in market. Okay, Can you check the water where you are sitting at your home or at your school? Can you get this TDS meter and test the quality of water? Can you detect the food adulteration? If something is mixed in your milk, can you detect that? If you can detect that, then that can be a good project for you. Okay. Systems to make purified water at affordable cost. Water purifier currently we are having, they are not affordable for really common man. Okay, so what can you do? Some water filter. Can you make some water filter which can actually affordable for common man? Okay, that can be a good project for ATL marathon. Health and nutrition too. What is in this thing? Innovate to build solution to find novel ways to address health and nutrition challenges such as malnutrition and obesity. So, for working on malnutrition and obesity, we need to find why actually this happens, finding the reason behind malnutrition and obesity, and implementing the solution for the same. Why they are happening? Because they are not consuming nutrition they are required to consume over their daily diet. Okay, so can you detect a food plate with your camera, and can you capture an image of food plate with the help of camera and Raspberry Pi? Can you do some image processing and find out the content of the food? What actually content of the food? It is having this amount of rice, this amount of curd, this amount of some sabji. Okay. Can you do some image processing over there and content food? And can you find out the what are the amount of protein, carbohydrate, sugar, and energy are available there, and stating food is healthy or not. If they are not having this amount of protein, this amount of carbohydrate, if they are having more amount of sugar, then can your system tells that this food is not healthy or this food is healthy? You can build. Can you build this project? Okay, you can try for this project too, promoting a local food available which can reduces the problem of malnutrition. There is food available at your local area, okay, which can actually have more amount of nutrients, which can be easily available, but people don't know that this food is good for them. Okay, can you promote this kind of food? For promoting this kind of food, can you make a speaker or sound system or some display system which shows that this food is very good for you? This can be a good project for this theme, health and nutrition, second part. Okay, then theme social inclusion. It is last theme and it's very difficult to understand. Okay, innovate to create a sustainable model for financial inclusion means banking. Okay, which will help India to get closer to the goal of no poverty, by providing accessible and affordable financial services. Financial services means what? We are having some loans. We Indian government offers some loans to the people who wants to get started with their businesses, who wants to get started with their careers. Okay, for education they are giving educational loan, but how much people do actually know these things? Okay, we need to promote this thing to the all the people, that this financial services actually available for you. Okay, you can promote them, or can you find a way to implement new financial services like some local financial service that can be built. Okay, you can think over this, and what is the objective of this theme is innovate to create solution to build inclusivity in the in society in terms of language culture, so that localized access can be made possible for information related to educational, financial literacy, and government politics or schemes. Okay, promotion of the financial services. Which project can be built in this theme? Promotion of the financial services, as we have talked already, so that everyone below poverty line can take advantage of these financial services. Making and installing some display in the school or at your local area will show financial services that are available. Okay, uh, explaining financial literacy to students and local peoples. Actually, what is the financial literacy? We can discuss in our upcoming session, but you have to talk with your teachers to understand what is the financial literacy, why it is so important to understood by the students. Okay. Mm, thank you for today's session. This session is promoted by uh, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Department of School Education, Samagra Shiksha, UNICEF, and Vigyan Ashram. Will you please fill up the attendance form that will be shared through your group soon. You can contact on these numbers if you want. Okay, and thank you for everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. So,
Okay, sir.
thanks for your nice presentation. And with this, we are concluding this today's presentation. And we request all the viewers, those who are so far not subscribed, Diksha AP YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click on the notification bell icon so that you can get notifications also. Thank you very much. Bye for today. We'll meet in another session.